YouTube, welcome to this hip mobility flow. If you want to get straight into the movements, go to these minutes. For those of you who want to just find out a little bit more about why I've chosen the sequence and structured the class the way I have, stick around for the explanation. Okay, so remember your hip joint is a ball and socket joint. It can do loads of different movements, and ideally we want to challenge all of those movements. But particularly in today's class, we are going to be working into internal rotation and working circles, which might be a whole new experience because this is something we don't tend to do a lot of. However, it is really good for the mapping in your brain. We're also going to be exploring something called a figure of eight. This is going to be great for your balance and for challenging you in that sense of perturbation, right? A moving mass, kind of your body needing to control that. But also what's really cool about this is, again, it's a movement pattern that your hip can do, but potentially hasn't experienced very often. So, are you guys ready? Let's do this. So we're actually going to start on our back. And I just want you to keep your long left leg nice and heavy on the ground. Right knee is up in your chest. I want you to turn the knee inwards, bringing it across your belly, turn the knee outwards, taking it the opposite way. And then, instead of us just going out and in with the knee, actually feel that you're drawing a figure of eight. Sort of an infinity sign, a figure of eight going sideways. So you're going in, up and down, up and down. Now, if your figure of eight doesn't feel quite as smooth as you'd like it to, be patient with yourself. It's of course normal to take a bit of time to get used to these moves. Let's change legs, right leg down, left knee in your body. You're going to take the knee inwards and outwards. And straight away I can see my left knee isn't going as much into internal rotation as my right. Please let me know in the comments if you guys have the same thing, one leg a bit different to the other. And then after a few reps, we're really going to exaggerate the size of this infinity sign. And yeah, it's okay if your hips move a little bit off the mat. Very good. And you'll maybe feel that this is also really good for your core. Hug both of your knees in, rock up and down through your spine. And then you're going to cross your ankles and shift forward into an all fours position. So we're going to explore the same thing from all fours. Bring your right knee across to your left elbow. Take it to your right elbow. Then you're going to take the leg to cross behind the left. And you're going to create like a little circle towards the right. So it goes into the left elbow, across to the right, over to the left, up and over to the right. Let's do one more of these. And then bring that knee down. Let's try the same thing on the other side. Left knee, right elbow. Take it to the opposite arm. And then you're going to cross it behind you and lift. So you're drawing an eight across the chest and then over across your bum. Let's do one more. Very nice. Take your hips up into your downward facing dog. Have a little boogie through your legs. Take a slow breath into your nose. And a gentle sigh. Very good, my loves. Bend your knees, look forward to the top of your mat. Step or do a little bunny hop. Breathing in, lengthen through your chest. Feel that your legs are strong. And then as you fold, let go of your neck. Reach up to the ceiling. Stand tall, and then bring your hands down towards your heart center. Shift into your left foot. Bring your right knee to your chest. Turn the knee in and turn the knee out. Let's do one more. Very good. Now keep the leg inwards and extend through that left leg and hold it there. You're like, Sally, this should be hip mobility, not hip tension. But remember, we want to get strong in every plane. So this might feel really intense just because it's weak. Bring the leg down and have a little salsa out of that. Ding, 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 ding. Bring the opposite knee in, rotating it in and out. I think a big misconception is mobility is just about lengthening muscles, but really mobility is also about strength. So you want to make sure that you can control the ranges, all the ranges that your body has got. Now, once you've got your internal rotation again, extend through the leg. And I know it's hardcore, but you're going to love it. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, Let's go back into our little salsa hips, releasing all of that. Inhale, float the arms all the way up again. Nice strong back body to forward fold down to your toes. Breathing in, lengthen the chest up halfway. Hands go flat, legs step back into your plank. Now, you're going to lower your knees for the first one. Bend your elbows to come into your chaturanga shape. And then lower belly down on the ground. Press into a little cobra. Keep pushing through your hands as you go into your downward facing dog. Right leg is going to lift up behind you and you're going to bend the knee. And just the way we practiced in standing, you're going to rotate the knee inwards and outwards. And your pelvis might go with you a little bit, but maybe minimize it as much as you can. So instead of letting it be a big old drop and an open, you're focusing on the ball and socket joint of the hip. Nice. Now you're going to keep the knee inwards and bring it across to the left elbow, right elbow. Cross the leg behind the left and scoop it up in a big circle. Again, you're drawing an 8. Elbow, elbow, across and up. One more time. Elbow, elbow, across and up. Really good. We're going to turn into a side plank next, lowering the left foot flat and turning towards the long left side of your mat. Grab hold of this leg, pull it into your chest, and then we're going to swap. Turn to the other side. Knife edge of the left down, right hand holds right knee. Good, pull it up a little higher. Beautiful. Step your right foot forward, hands coming up onto your hips. One clean movement, back knee into your chest, whoosh. Now, here we're going to start playing first slowly, then we're going to build up our speed. Bring the knee across the right leg, up, and down to go out. So again, we're drawing that infinity sign going across the front of the body. And putting your surfer arms out, I think, is a better idea to help your balance. If slow feels good, stick with that. If you want to up the ante, we're going to go a little bit quicker with the legs. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing job. This time, finish with an in and give me 3 circles inwards. Then take it 3 circles outwards. Oh, the standing butt should be burning by now. Now take this left leg all the way behind you, cross it straight over to the right, and as you lower down, you're going to feel a beautiful stretch on that tired right butt cheek. So use your right hand to massage your bum. Tell yourself, I've got a very nice bum, because you do. Then bring your right hand high-fiving up into the sky. Slow motion, right foot steps all the way to the back of your mat, so you're in your fallen triangle. And then you're going to step into plank position. So a little bit of a weird sequence there. Bring your shoulders forward into plank, inhale. As you breathe out, lower down through your knees. Or, if you're feeling super strong, legs stay long, bend the arms. Inhale into the tops of the feet for a nice big back bend. Exhale, drive it back into your downward dog. Take the left leg to the sky, bend the knee. Play with bringing the knee in and then opening it outwards. And at first, the pelvis maybe works along with the leg. And then as your confidence grows, the pelvis stays steady, almost like a spirit level is resting on it. And you're just feeling that inward motion and the outward motion. Cool, now keep it up. You're gonna bring your shoulders into plank as the leg comes to touch the right elbow, touches the left elbow, and then as it goes backward, it does like a diagonal cross behind the leg, up over to the left, across to the right, left, right, left. One more. I have no clue how many I did actually on the first side, but I feel like we do need to do a couple more. So excuse me for saying one more and still going. Let's keep going let's make this the last one. Excellente. From here, bring the knee into your chest. Turn to the right for a side plank. And then bring the knee a little closer. Change over to the other side. Nice one, team. Go a little bit more with that leg. And then let's take that left foot all the way to the top of your yoga mat. Hands come onto your hips. We're gonna bring the right knee all the way up into our chest, one clean movement. Nice one, team. Are you ready to do the little funny 8 thing? Start off small, knee comes in, leg goes out. Nice and slow, but maybe a bit bigger. If you're thinking, yeah, girl, I got this, maybe we can start being a little bit more playful with how the leg moves. And we're seeing if we can control this figure of 8. Oh yes, 3 more. 2 more. Wah! And then last one. Bravo. The leg is gonna go inwards because we don't like doing this usually. So it's gonna feel really intense, especially on your hip flexor. You're gonna do 3 outward circles. Nice. Let's switch them. 3 inwards. You should feel your standing butt working nice and hard to keep you tall. Take this right leg behind you and across. Right hand is on the ground and left hand gives yourself a butt massage. Full permission to give yourself a butt massage. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff. And then high five the sky. Slow motion to step the left foot to the back of your mat. Hi. And then we turn into plank. Yeah, do yourself a little celebratory twerk because you did real good. Then get super strong and lower all the way down onto your belly. Nice one, team. So your hip flexors worked incredibly hard. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna give them a little bit of a chance to lengthen out. A, passively, which means that your body is gonna be supported. And then B, actively, which means you're gonna have to do a little bit more inside your own body. So hands down, give yourself a big upward facing dog, push it all the way back into down dog, and then take the right leg to the sky. Let's have a few swingy kicks to practice our handstands. And then in your own time, we're gonna step the right foot forwards. Inhale, scoop up through the arms. Now, this is where we get a little bit of hip flexor lovin'. Right hand drops down. Lengthen your ribs far from your pelvis. Go a little bit deeper in your legs and then lean over to the right hand side. If you keep a nice strong booty on that left leg, you'll feel the opening in the hip on the left. Maybe you can go a little bit deeper. Very cool. Both arms now reaching back and you're squeezing through your shoulder blades. You're nice and broad and open through your chest. One clean movement again to pick your back leg up. Keep it behind you like a little scorpion tail. Really use your butt as much as you can to press the leg back, and then use your upper back to arch as well. So I know it feels like there's not a lot going on in the front of your hip, but remember, you want the back strong to give you the strength to control the front. Okay, sometimes we get really addicted to the sensation and we forget that actually the strength is what gives us the mobility into these ranges. And without support, it's so much more sustainable. Okay, team, slowly bring that back. You've done so good. We're gonna toe heel the right foot across to the left. Hands on the ground for a little cheeky pigeon. Let's start off chilling out. Just nice and heavy in those legs. But instead of holding the position in stillness, I want you to have a little bit of movement playtime. Just feeling the hip. And feeling that wherever you move to is a new discovery. Okay, but there's always a but with me. This time, obviously we can hang out passively and just kind of flop, but we also want to know we can control the shape. So curl the back toes, extend the back knee, and I want you to get really light on your fingertips. If you're feeling strong and maybe the arms can lift, you're going to go down and up. And the down and up comes from the right hip. You're going into a really deep pigeon shape, and then you're pressing out of that end range. And you've only got 3 more, 2 more, and last one. Ay, ay, ay. Sit on the right hip, bend the left knee straight out to the side. And you're going to come into 2 90-degree angles. So check your front knees at 90 degrees. You can maybe create like a little right angle with your hand. Check the back leg is 90 degrees. You're welcome to lean forward, but try not to lean to the side. Use your left hand to gather your ribs up so you stay stacked. Keep the left knee on the floor and just lift the right up and down. 2. I said the wrong thing, I'm so sorry. I said keep the right knee on the floor, lift the left leg up. And actually this is all just one left leg. So gather your ribs up, stay in the center. Lean forward if you need to slightly. The knee stays down, but the rest of the leg is gonna lift up like a door handle. So it's 1, 2, that was my cheeky way of sneaking in a few more reps. 4, 5, 6, oh man. 7, unintentional twerking going on. 8, 9, and 10. Hold it there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Say it with me for the last 3, 2, 1. Now pulse it for 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Last 3, 2, 1. Let me hear you. Okay, no collapsing. Staying tall, staying zen. Rolling into the center of your pelvis, soles of the feet together. Give yourself a little wiggle out of that. Slow breaths in and out of your nose. You did so good, by the way. I'm so proud of you. Are we ready to rock up into our feet? Bring your hands under your knee crease. Obviously, if your spine doesn't like this, you can just skip it. We're gonna do 3 rocks, and our 3rd rock is gonna bring us onto our feet. Big whoosh. We're ready to do the other side. Bend the knees, inhale, scoop the arms up. Exhale, down we go. Lengthen your chest up halfway, palms flat, legs step back. Go through your vinyasa, your way, into your downward facing dog. Take your left leg to the sky. Really strong limbs. Keep the left leg in the sky. Really strong limbs. Take 5 little handstand kicks. When you've done the last one, keep the left leg in the air. You're going to bring the knee into your chest. Step the foot between your hands. Have a bit of a wiggle so you're quite deep in the pose. Take the right hand up into the air. Maybe use your left hand to gently palpate that butt cheek. Both sides, are they working? Yeah. Lean it over to the left. So I labeled this earlier as passive, but there's still an active component here. The mat makes it quite passive because your legs are just kind of using the stickiness. But to keep your shape and your upright energy in your body, obviously that's quite active, right? So we're doing a lot of good being in this pose. And it's a really nice one to feel the front of that hip. We are going to go a little bit more active in a second. So this time both arms reach up. Take the prayer position behind your head. One strong movement to step up. Now here it's easy for the lower back to do all the work. So I almost want you to lengthen the tailbone down and then just from the hip bone, take that back leg up. Take the upper back really tall, like you're floating the ribs away from your pelvis. See if your hands and feet can get a little closer. Come on, you've got this. One more inch. 1 Well done. And take the leg all the way behind you. Toe heel the left foot across to the right. Bring the knee down. Yeah, let's just get chilled for a bit. So once you're in your pigeon, you can move. Don't feel you have to be static. If you find a magic spot that just feels awesome, and you want to be still there, that's cool too. You guys ready for the active component? So remember, like, for example, in my body, I can go really deep into pigeon, but I find that if I was standing and bringing my leg into that shape, that would be hard for me to control. So this is one way of building up that mobility strength. Curl your back toes, if possible. Pointy toes are all right as well. Take a nice long back knee. Arms are prepped to give you that sense of strength. They're always near the ground if you need them. And we're going to lower and lift from this left butt cheek. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Sit on the left leg. Bend the right knee out to the side. Bend the left leg forwards. If the legs are bent too much, this is going to feel impossible. So you really have to adjust your back leg so that it's 90 degrees, and same with the front leg. Put your body in the position that you feel best, gathering your left ribs to stack on top of your pelvis. We've got 10 lifts and lowers of this right foot. 10, 9, 2 more. Last one, you're going to go up there and stay there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10 pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Really well done. Bring your back leg forwards. Yay! Bring the soles of your feet together. Hands are going to hold your feet. And first rock side to side. Nice big breath in. And then fold it down. Very good. Let's sit up tall, stretch the legs out in front of you. Take your hands behind you and just let the legs be really floppy as you shake them out side to side. Lying down on your back, cross your right ankle over your left knee into a thread the needle figure 4. And then we're going to slowly change over to the other leg. Now, if you're loving this practice and you've got a bit of time to just rest on your back, do a little meditation, fantastic. Please do take the time. For those of you who are squeezing this into a busy schedule, you can wrap up here with me. This will be our final pose together. Maybe just use the last few seconds to really anchor your mind into the present. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for practicing with me. Blowing you lots of loves and hearts and kisses and puppies and rainbows and all the good stuff. It's been such a pleasure teaching you. Please do let me know in the comments how you enjoyed this practice. And remember, I've put full-length classes on my app Anatomove. It'll be so cool to see you there, particularly live for one of my Anatomove Monday classes. You can see them all on my website by clicking this linky poo right here. See you later.